In an increasingly busy working day, a small Toronto startup is trying to lighten your load. Zoom.ai has created an automated assistant to help offload lots of our repetitive tasks. It's winning its way into some pretty notable prizes along the way. Roy Pereira is the founder and CEO of Zoom.ai. You guys just won sort of a pitch competition, 100 grand in that, did I get that right? So what is your pitch? Give me your pitch, let me hear it.
So yes, we did win OpenText's Enterprise World pitch.
Congratulations.
$100,000 in cash, no strings attached, unbelievable.
That's a pretty
We're
good
very
deal.
happy. And here's the pitch.
All right, let's hear it.
So Zoom.ai is an automated assistant for everyone in the workplace that doesn't have an assistant. And more, our enterprises don't have supporting staff.
Right.
But they replace that staff, those humans, with apps. And so all of a sudden, our employees have to deal with 20, 30 different apps in one day, leaving them without any time to actually do their real work.
Right, because I mean, look at me. I'm dealing with like my calendar app on one hand. I got I don't know how many hundreds of emails I get in a day. I'm getting reminders. I've got messaging apps. You're telling me you've got an AI that can sort through all that and plan my day for me?
It not only does calendaring, which is very repetitive, high-frequency task that almost everyone needs to do. It also gets you ready for your meeting. It tells you who you're about to meet with, gives you all sorts of information about the person. It also does information gathering, finding of information. It's like, what is that Wi-Fi password on that second floor? I don't know. Who do I ask? And how do I get that NDA? Do I have to go through legal?
Right.
How about we just do it ourselves? And we ask our automated assistant to do that.
And how has this sort of grown, and how quickly has this, because AI is on a really fast trajectory, specifically right here in Toronto. I want to get to that in a second. But where are we in terms of the narrative arc of your company's story? Are we, sort of 3 years into this now and finally seeing this come to fruition? Or has this been sort of coming together now for some time?
I started it in February of 2016.
16.
So it's really young.
I thought it was 2013, sorry.
No, and I started because I saw the issues working at a larger company.
Right.
And my team had the same issue where we felt unproductive. And so we've done reasonably well, I would say. Fastest startup that I've ever run. In terms of getting accolades like this award, we had the CIX Top 20 Most Innovative Company last year. And we raised over $2 million of funding already. And we have a big lead customer that we're going to announce next month.
Well,
so
we'll have to get you
it's
back in
moving
and talk
fast.
about that. Why Toronto? Because there's some amazing things happening here. This sounds like the kind of company you'd read about going to Silicon Valley. Why stay here?
Toronto has an amazing talent pool. And we don't really see it because we live here. But I lived in California in Silicon Valley for 4 years. I came back to Canada and I saw the talent opportunity here, and we didn't have funding back then, but now we do. And we have so much going here. It's the third largest tech hub in North America.
Right.
And we're going to beat New York. And every time I talk to any of my colleagues in New York, I'm like, we're going to beat you.
We're coming.
We're going to be bigger. And in terms of AI, this is where the latest incarnation of AI, artificial intelligence, was really nurtured by Geoffrey Hinton out of University of Toronto. And there's a huge amount of interest in coming to Toronto to build AI as well as tech startups.
Where do you see this company 5 years from now? Is it sort of on everybody's phone and everybody's systems?
Yeah, I mean, we're chat-based, so you chat with it. And I see chat as the next user interface, right? Just like we saw the browser come in 2000, and we saw companies that we never heard of dominate afterwards.
Right.
And we saw the incumbents go away.
Just disappear.
Right, because they're still holding their CD-ROM trying to install that. Nobody wants that. And this is what we see today. Nobody wants to install another app or learn another web interface. So with chat, it's English or French or Spanish.
You just do it.
And so I feel like we can be the enterprise software for the modern enterprise by having this brand new UI backed with AI.
All right, we got to leave it there. But really great to see you. Thanks for doing this. And we'll check in a month when you're launching the new client there.
Of course.
All right.